What's going on, guys? So I'm playing Flight Simulator 2020 with Asus Strix RTX 4090 and i9 3900KF processor at 5.7 gigahertz all-core overclock. First of all, I want to say a big shout out to Speedbird on YouTube. He told me how to enable the frame generation DLSS setting. I had to enable DirectX 12. I had no idea that was the option that I didn't have enabled. I mean, I had everything else. I had the beta Flight Simulator. I had hardware-based acceleration on Windows 11. So I finally got it, finally. Thank you to Speedbird again. So 4K resolution, 3840 by 2160, NVIDIA DLSS Super Resolution is enabled. DLSS Super Resolution is at quality mode, and the frame generation is finally on. Thank you again. And all the graphic settings are basically maxed out except the terrain level detail. All these settings are all at the highest possible setting, and then let's go ahead and play. We're in New York. We're going to take off from JFK, and we're going to fly to New York City. So I finally got it, guys. Finally. It's like, you know, it's just sometimes you just overlook that one little minor detail. I didn't think about enabling DirectX 12 to enable the frame generation, but finally I got it. So thank you again, Speedbird. And if you're watching this video, I appreciate your help. That was the one setting that I did not have enabled. So we'll go ahead and fly to New York, and then we will test out different settings here and different resolutions, and we'll see how it runs. But right now, beautifully running at almost 100 frames per second. Got a nice, beautiful sunset here, and lots of clouds. And wow, just look at that. So I'm trying to get that frame generation to kind of glitch out. So maybe when I get closer to the buildings, we'll see some glitching with the frame generation. Because I know it has some glitches in this simulation title. Even though it's a slow-paced game. But the thing is, you know, there's a lot of things to render. And so we'll see what happens. So I'll just be quiet for a little bit now. You guys enjoy the flight. Put your tray tables in upright position. And we're going to go fly. And we'll see how this runs. So here we go.
Overspeed.
Airbus 320, leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Overspeed.
Kennedy Tower Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray 320.
I was in a rush to get to New York City, so I had to,
New York
wasn't
approach
paying
Airbus
attention to my
Alpha Sierra
throttle.
X-Ray 320 is type Airbus A20 and 5 miles west of Kennedy, 700 feet. Request
we'll get
flight following.
closer to the city, and then we will try out different resolutions.
20 New York approach. Squawk 141
Squawk 141 Airbus 320.
But it looks really good.
Radar contact 6 miles southeast of 6 November
Phenomenal.
71,000 feet. Altimeter 29.902.
Roger Airbus 320.
Get closer to the city to further tax the GPU, and then we will play with the resolutions and then also the DLSS settings. But right now I'm pretty excited about this quality mode. It's running beautifully, as you can see, and it looks great. It'd be interesting to test 8K as well.
Approach on 132.8. Good day.
132.8 Airbus 320.
So let me change the time of day so we get a little bit more sunlight here.
Airbus
So
Alpha Sierra X-Ray 320 600 feet.
Airbus Alpha
a
Sierra
little bit more
X-ray
brighter.
320 New York approach altimeter 29.902 continue as planned.
Give it a little bit more lighting so we can see how this frame generation works.
New York approach Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray 320. Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace.
500.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray 320 New York approach. Cleared through the Bravo airspace.
Cleared through Bravo airspace Airbus 320.
Airbus 320 contact New York approach on 120.8.
Gonna show the cockpit view too, because I know it's very taxing. I know you flight simulator enthusiasts really like using this view because it's, you know, It's realistic,
New York
obviously.
approach Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 1,100 feet.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 New York approach altimeter 29.
Okay, so now let's try some different resolutions. So let's really tax this GPU and test this frame generation. So let's go to 8K. Give my 4090 some stress here. So 8K resolution. Hopefully this works. Okay, so that didn't work, unfortunately. But that's okay. So 8K doesn't work. I don't know why. But let's try 1440p. Oops. I never understood why you had to apply it like 2 times in Flight Simulator 120. Like you click yes,
1,000.
apply it, then you gotta do it again. It's kind of weird.
1,000.
So we're gonna fly over Manhattan Park here because I know it's very taxing. There's a lot of vegetation and
3,800 feet climbing
foliage and stuff to render. So
300. 400.
further test the CPU out and stuff.
Generic November 772 X-ray Foxtrot New York approach altimeter 29.9 to continue as planned.
It's always been really a taxing area. I thought, at least when I played it on my 3090, I'd fly over these trees and stuff and the golf courses and stuff, and it would be really or not golf courses. I think it was a baseball field, and it would be really taxing. But this is such a fun simulation title, you know. It's like you can play this any time of day, and it's always like can be a different experience, you know, depending on where you want to go, where you want to fly. You know, whether you want to go somewhere exotic or just somewhere, you know, maybe fly in your hometown. It's just like it's just so cool, you know. I've always been into aviation, like even as a kid. Like I was always into like airplanes. Like whenever I was a kid, we'd drive by the airport. I'd always be so fascinated seeing the airline. You know, the big jets, Boeing 747s, and all the airlines landing and taking off. It was just so much fun. So I've always been an aviation enthusiast. So I've always been playing Flight Simulator. I think the first one I played, I don't remember which version it was. It was like on Windows 95 or something. It was like, I don't even know what it was called, but it was an early version of Flight Simulator, and I remember it was just like so much fun. I would always fly in Chicago, which is like kind of like near my hometown. I lived in the suburbs of Illinois, but I would always fly in Chicago, and I'd take off at Meigs Airfield, which doesn't even exist anymore. And it was just so much fun for me, you know, as a child. And then here we are, 2020. Well, it's 2022, but you know, when 2020, when this game came out, it's like they brought it back again, and I was like, and it's just so amazing, you know, so much fun. Okay, so that's 1080p. So now let me experiment with these different DLSS settings, but let me raise the resolution back to 4K. Oops, did not want to do 8K. I don't know why it wouldn't do it with the super resolution. Maybe that's just some kind of thing that it doesn't allow you to do, but that's fine. No worries. I did 8K previously in my previous video. Okay, so that's 4K resolution. Now let's experiment with different super resolution settings. So let's balance. Let's try that. A little bit of a stutter there, and also if you guys saw my last video, I said that I recently did an OS reinstall, and I had to reinstall Flight Simulator 2020. So my what do you call it? Cached files are no longer on Flight Simulator 2020. So there might be a few stutters, probably related to not having the cached files. So it's either that or just because I'm, you know, running these extreme settings, which is understandable given, you know, what's going on with what I'm doing. Try to get a little bit lower below these clouds here so we can see a better view of the city here. I've always liked flying the airliners. You know, I think this A320neo Airbus is just like a fun plane to fly. It's very controllable. It's powerful. It sounds amazing, and it's just fun, you know. And like I said, I've always been into airplanes, as you know, even as a kid, and it still fascinates me today. I actually wanted to be a pilot, you know, but I never pursued that career, unfortunately. And I'm kind of working in the computer IT field, and I've been fortunate enough to be able to work from home. So I am working today, but I had a very 30-minute break to quickly do this video, which I'm doing for you guys, because I just had that comment from YouTube saying you gotta enable DirectX Draw. So I was like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna quickly jump on my gaming rig, try it out, record at least 10-15 minutes of footage, and then here we are. So yeah. Okay, so that's the balance setting. So now let's go to the performance setting, which is at 4K, and then it looks like, honestly, the frames per second really don't go up that much. I mean, really, I would just keep it on the quality setting. I mean, if it's 100 frames per second, Flight Simulator 2020, that's all you really need, honestly. I mean, heck, you could run this game at 30 frames per second and still have an enjoyable experience because it's so slow-paced. Okay, so now I'm gonna test out the ultra performance setting. I'm not sure what the DLAA is exactly, but I'll test it out briefly. I did test that earlier in my earlier video that I did prior to this, and I really wasn't sure what it really was meant. So any of you flight sim enthusiasts out there, just let me know what that even does. Ooh, I got pretty close to clipping that building there. Look at all those buildings, man. It's just like, wow. It's amazing. These GPUs these days, it's just amazing what they could do and pull off. Okay, so let's go back to yeah, let's just say DLA. I just want to see if I can notice anything. I don't even know what it is, but like I said, anybody who knows what this DLA means, let me know in the comments. And now for the rest of the video, because I'm gonna be closing out this video soon because I gotta get back to work, but I'll just do the cockpit video because I know all you enthusiasts out there love this view. And it's also the most taxing for the GPU, so I'll just keep it on the cockpit view, and I'll bear with me as I fly around here. I love hearing the engine throttle off like that. It just sounds so awesome. The power, of those engines. Especially when you're flying in real life, Just love that, It's so cool. Okay, so that's it. Just wanted to make a quick little video. It wouldn't make it too long because my previous videos were pretty long, and just wanted to record the footage for you. And again, big shout out to Superbird on YouTube. Thank you for letting me know how to enable the frame generation. And until then, see you guys for the next video. I'm going to get back to work. And later today when I'm off, I will record some more footage and some more games. Some of the other games I have, just in case if any of you want to see the results of it, is I have Grand Theft Auto 5. I do have Shadow of Tomb Raider, but I do have to re-download it because I reinstalled all my games. But there's still some games I haven't reinstalled. And I also have Grand Theft Auto 4, which is an interesting title to test out because that was super taxing when it first came out. So that'll be interesting to test out in 8K. So just let me know in the comments if you want to see those games, and then I'll try to get those downloaded. And then in the future, we'll get some more video clips recorded, hopefully later today, and then also tomorrow morning before I do start work and stuff. So until then, thanks again for watching. I appreciate all the support. Stay positive in life, and see you guys for the next video. Peace out, and thanks again for all the support and very helpful tips in the comments, and see you guys around. Peace out. Do a quick little wave here of the wings, and then we'll close out the video. Alright, see you guys around, guys. Peace out.